Hello, it's Ash and welcome to my channel, welcome to my growing community of fellow runners where we like to finish our runs with a good stretch. This is going to be a nice deep stretch where we cover as much of your body as we can, but we're going to work into the hips a lot in this session because we've been having lots of requests to really focus in on those tight hips that you might have. So we're going to make a start by coming into a seated position. This is my left, but it looks like if you're facing the camera, the right side. So let's go right leg. This left leg is going to come backwards and create a gap between the foot and the knee. And then we're going to take the hands backwards. And what we're going to do straight away is we're going to do hip flossing. So we're going to go bringing the knees up and then roll the knees all the way to the other side. So we're flossing to those hip joints. And we're just going through that now. Left and then right, like a windscreen wiper. So keep the shoulders relaxed and soft as you do that. And we're working right into the hip ball and socket joint. So that ball, we want it to glide smoothly over the cartilage area into the synovial fluid around. So you've got like fluid around the joint, and also you've got all of those muscles that attach around the joint. We want everything to kind of glide smoothly, and this just works into it. It kind of flosses everything. So keep breathing, try and stay relaxed through the shoulders. We're starting to focus on those nice relaxed breaths now. So in and out through the nose if you can. And see if you can just lengthen the exhales that little bit longer than the inhales. That will help signal to the brain, the central nervous system to relax. If you feel like this is quite comfortable, you could go a little bit more intense by bringing the hands out in front and going into a nice deep rotation there like that. So we're getting internal and external rotation of the hips as we do this. If this is too challenging for you, just stay back with your hands on the floor here. So it's really important as we go through this stretch that you do not judge your body against my body. Everybody is different. So be kind to yours. So can you feel the hips loosening? Can you feel how nice it feels to work into them? Okay, nearly there. You will move around in this one, that's normal. Okay, and then as we come back, we're going to bring the hands back behind us if they're not already. And we're going to come, if you're on a mat, we're going to come facing the top of your mat. And we're going to keep the right knee bent like this. And then what we're going to do is place the left ankle area onto the right thigh. And then what we're going to do is to find the right amount of intensity for the left hip, we can decrease the distance between the heel and the hip. The increase in the distance reduces the intensity. So find the right amount of intensity for your hip where we can roll the left knee to the floor and then go all the way over, left foot to the floor, the other side. And as we're doing that, we're massaging into that hip and glute area. So you can feel the squishing down of those muscles into the mat. And it just feels nice to dynamically give them a good squish. Again, be kind. So go soft and slow. Keep the shoulders relaxed, keep the elbows bent, and breathe in and out through the nose. Every now and then, if it feels good, you can take a hot kind of sigh out of the mouth, like a especially if it was an intense run for you. How was your run? How did it go? How did your body feel? So sometimes if we get that more intense work, our body feels a bit more beat up. So we're going to come back to the centre with this one. We've had a nice good roll into the hips and the glutes. Take the left foot off, give the legs a little bit of a shake and feel. Notice the difference, how that feels compared to the other side. Okay, so we're going to go right ankle area onto the left thigh area. Bring the left foot up to the point where you feel the right amount of stretch. Again, don't go too far. It's not a competition. We're not trying to smash your body, we're trying to help it recover. Find the right amount and then go foot to the floor and then roll all the way over to the knee to the floor. If that feels too intense, take the foot further away from the hip. If you need to increase it a little bit, you bring the foot closer to the hip. Try and keep the shoulders and the elbows and the wrists soft and fluid as you move through this. And keep breathing. So sometimes as we find a bit of intensity in a stretch. We kind of brace against it and we hold the breath. And just nice squishing massage, helping the body recover. Okay, and then as we come back through to the center, after this one, we're going to take that right foot off and stretch the legs out in front. Give them a little bounce and feel that work. Okay, and then I'm going to face you again. So what we're going to do, again, this is my left, but your right. So I'm going to go right foot in towards the hip. I'm going to take that left leg out nice and long and wide. We're going to get into the groin area, but also maybe a little bit of hamstrings, maybe a little bit of calf, depending on where you feel tight. A little bit of down the side here, so we're going into the obliques and the lower back as well. So from here, what we're going to do is we're going to take that left hand down the left leg. I'm going to start to bring this right hand up towards the sky. Take a nice breath in, lift up, and as you exhale, just see if you can bring that hand a little bit further down the leg and kind of not collapse, but just kind of let those left ribs fold a little bit and create a nice good stretch all the way down the right ribs and the right lower back area. Going to inhale, come back up to the center, and as you exhale again, come back towards the foot, head and right hand over towards the left foot. 2 more times, inhale and lift, exhaling again, going nice and smooth and slow. Don't overstretch, it's really easy to overstretch, so feel what feels good for your body. Exhale, come over 1 more time, and then just release as you come back over to the center. Bring the hands back down, give the shoulders a little wiggle. Switch sides with that one now, so bring the left foot in, right foot out, get comfortable onto your bum, and then we're going to go right hand down the right leg, left hand up, again lift nice and tall through the spine, take a breath in. As you breathe out, head and the hand comes over towards that right leg, and then again inhaling, coming back to the center, nice and tall. Exhaling, nice, like a gentle wave. Relax the shoulders. Inhale again, 2 more times. Exhaling down. Again, inhale back up, 1 more. Exhaling down, a little bit of a pause, and then come back through to the center. Hands behind the hips, and just bring this left leg out now, nice and wide. And we're going to, again, going a little bit deeper, maybe hamstrings and groin, wherever you feel this. Pull the toes up. Just take the tension out the shoulders by giving them a wiggle, and the elbows. We don't want them locked out. We don't want more tension in the body. We want to try and help the body release the tension that we might have. So from here, what we're going to do is we're going to start to just go left and right. So bring the head over to the right hip, right thigh, and bring the head over to the left hip and left thigh. Push into the hands a little bit. Keep the spine long so you're not collapsing down as you do this. And you're just breathing and moving through this. If this feels really easy for you, what you could do, again, it's not a competition and don't judge your body against mine, you could bring your hands on the inside and you could do this. So you're pushing your belly button down into the floor, relaxed shoulders, and just gently, like a real gentle wave, massaging into one side and massaging into the other. So there's the modified version with the hands back, or the slightly more intense version with the hands forward. Choose the right one for your body. Breathe as you do this. So a nice little smile always helps as well. That nice space for the brain to kind of have a nice sigh, a nice smile, just adds that little bit more to it. Feel that work. How nice does that start to feel as you work through those areas? I'm going to come back up nice and tall. Bring the hands back if they're not already, and I'm going to bring the legs in to cross over. Now what we're going to do with this one, sometimes this can feel quite tight for some people. So if you need to have more space, you can take your head and your hands backwards like this. What we're going to do is this right foot, we're going to place it on that left leg. So we start here backwards. If you're not able to get it on the knee, you can place it just on the shin there like that. Just make sure it's comfortable into the calf muscle area. So stack that foot, that right foot on top of the left knee. And then if you feel okay with this, you can bring your head up nice and tall. This is the next step. Again, if this feels good, it feels okay, you could bring Head and your hands that little bit further forwards, pushing your belly button down into the floor. Now, wherever we are with that, the 3 different variations, you go left and right. What we're trying to do, squeeze and massage into that right hip, that little bit more. So we get a nice deep external rotation. So wherever we are, just go left and right and really massage into that hip. Breathe. Trying to keep, again, wrists, elbows, shoulders, and the neck nice and fluid, and the jaw relaxed. So we're using the movement to massage the body and help it recover. Get some fluid into the area. Okay, and then we're just going to gently walk the hands backwards if they aren't already. Just take that foot off the thigh or the calf muscle, and just as it comes out, just feel that work. Give the legs a little bit of a shake and feel the difference. I can feel this one just feels more stretched. It feels like it can twist a little bit wider. Just feels more open. How does that feel for you? Sometimes there can be a bit of tightness and a bit of an imbalance in each side, and you might notice that one side feels a bit more achy than the other. That's normal. It just needs a little bit more work on it. So let's bring that right foot in and place the left foot on top of either the calf or the thigh, wherever we can get it comfortable. Hands backwards is the starting point. Step 2, we could go nice and tall, or step 3, we could bring the hands forward. So again, find the right shape for your body at this side. Wherever you get to, then just going to go nice and gently left and right. Make sure you push the belly button down towards this front shin area. Checking in with your breath again. Make sure your breath is light and relaxed, almost effortless, to help, again, the oxygen recovery in the body. So you're trying to optimize your recovery in the muscles by breathing properly. How is it feeling on this side? Are you noticing any differences on each side? So again, maybe something that you maybe need to work on. Okay, and then coming back up with the hands. Again, we're going to switch the legs around. Just take the legs out for a moment and just have a little bit of a shake again. Feel that work. And then we're going to come into a cross-leg position. And whichever leg comes first, is out at the front, we're going to switch that around in a moment. But what we're going to do, so we're going to do both sides, but it doesn't matter which one's in front first, because obviously we're going to switch. What we're going to do is we're going to bring the head and the hands and the chest over towards this left knee. Keep the hips planted into the floor and kind of sink down towards the chest, down towards the thighs, close as you comfortably can. Again, relax the shoulders. You might not be here, that's absolutely fine. So again, as long as you're feeling work in the hips and a little bit into the lower back, but not too intense. Then what we're going to do is we're going to walk the head and the hands over to the centre, and then over towards the right knee. Push the hips into the floor, so it's like you're really giving them a good squish. And we're just going to move left and right with that now. Try and keep the spine nice and long. So you're lifting the head and chest away from the lower back and the pelvis. So we're using your body to give yourself a massage to help your body recover. How cool is that? You can use your body in different positions and different movements to give it a nice soothing massage. Okay, coming back up nice and tall. Just feel that work. Have a little bit of a wiggle as we bring the hands back and take the legs out. Again, just loosen. Okay, and then what we're going to do now is we're going to switch around. So I had my left, which may have looked like to right, but I had my left in front now. And now I'm going to have my right in front. So whichever one you just did, switch it round. And then it might feel strange if you've not done this one before, because we always tend to sit cross-legged in one position. That's normal. We're going to go to this right side. And then we're going to push the belly button down into the floor. Relax the shoulders, relax the jaw. Lift the head and chest nice and long away from the hips, and then come back to the centre, walk over to the other side. Again, move with that nice and gently as you go left and right now. Just feel that work, pressing the hips into the floor, giving them a good massage. Make sure your breath is always flowing again, you're not holding the breath. Okay, last one. Then coming back up nice and tall again, I'm going to come to the top of the mat to demonstrate this one. So in cross leg position, I've got my left foot underneath my right thigh as if I'm going into cross leg position. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my right foot up towards my left knee. So if you can't get your foot across your knee like this, you're going to stay here with your foot next to the knee. Right hand will come back and left arm hugs that right knee in towards the left armpit. If you can, and again it's not a challenge, but it's just if your body will allow you to, you can bring that foot over the other side of the knee now. Sit the hips into the floor, right hand backwards, twist over that right shoulder and hug that right knee with the left arm and hug the knee in towards the armpit. And then give it a good squeeze and then release. So squeeze the knee in towards the armpit and release. But as you do that, also push into the back hand to help twist that little bit more and then release it. So again, nice, smooth, kind of dynamic motion to go into a deep stretch and then release it. Use the breath again. The breath will feel a little bit restricted because of the twist in the lungs, but we're just slowly pulsing with that. How's that feeling? Okay, last time as you come back through to the centre, we're then going to bring the hands back, take the foot off wherever it was from, give the legs a good shake out in front. This time we're going to go right foot as if we're coming into a cross leg position. Left foot will come to the knee just in front if we're struggling to get the foot over. Hug the right arm around the left knee and left arm twists to look over that left shoulder. If we can, again, it's not a challenge. If your body will allow you to, you can go the foot over the other side of the knee. Hug that left knee with the right arm. Use the left arm at the back to twist and look over that left shoulder. As we pull that knee in towards the armpit, we're going to twist and push into the left hand to twist that little bit more. Then we're going to release the knee away from the armpit and then stretch. So we're going to stretch into that twist and then we're going to release it. We're going to pulse with that now. Up nice and tall and smile. You can feel all of that nice deep work into the hips. Keep breathing. Sometimes it feels good to let that kind of sighing grunt out. The body just wants to let it out. Okay, last one. And then just take the hands back, straighten the legs out in front, give them a little bounce again. How is this feeling for you? Are you feeling the niceness of this twisting and this stretching, this squishing? If you are, let me know in the comments how it's feeling for you, what you liked about it, how your hips was. Was there any imbalances? If you're not sure what to put, just put thanks for the video, Ash. Okay, really nice to read all your comments and reply to them. So what we're going to do now is we're going to sit into the right hip and bring the left foot backwards like this. We're going to get into this hip a little bit more again. So left foot is towards the left hip wherever we can, and now comfortably sit the left hip down wherever we comfortably can into the floor. Now we're going to start to walk the hands. We start here again. Modified version is hands backwards, leaning slightly backwards. We're going to push the hands forwards for the next step. We'll bring the head over the pelvis. Or the next step after that, what we're going to do is we're going to reach the left hand down towards the right toes or the right shin. Lift up nice and tall, take a breath in, and as you breathe out, just kind of soften a little bit, release the stretch. Breathe in into a nice deep stretch, and breathe out, release it. Breathe in, and breathe out. So we might feel that in the hamstrings, in the calf muscles, but also into this left hip a lot. So if you're not here, if you're here or here, you just lift up, breathe in, as you breathe out, exhale, soften. Okay, continue to do that. One more round. Okay, and then as you exhale, next time we're going to take the hands backwards. We're going to take that left leg all the way around, sit into the right hip, take that left leg all back and nice and straight. Have a little bounce. Okay, sit into the left hip and then take the right foot towards the right hip And then again, we can start here, pull the left toes up, start here. And if we're here, we can breathe in, lift nice and tall through the spine, breathe out, just soften a little bit. Or maybe we're here doing that with the hands at the side of the hips. Or if we're able to, we could go right hand towards the left shin or left toes, and we get that extra little bit more out of the calf and hamstring stretch now. So we're going to inhale and exhale, softening. Inhale into the stretch, exhale and soften. Just continue to do that now. So I hope your body's feeling a lot better as we've gone through this, a lot lighter, a lot more stretched and squished and refreshed. So you can say thank you for this video simply by just putting a thumbs up. And again, as I've mentioned, you could comment and let me know how it was, or say thanks for the video if you're not sure what to put. Subscribe to the channel if you aren't subscribed, and click the little bell notification so you get all of my videos, 3 videos a week I post. And also share these videos. More and more people are coming into this community because people are sharing. I do greatly appreciate all of your support. It's amazing. So thank you for all of the support that you give this channel. Okay, so we're going to come up, hands behind the back, straighten the leg out nice and long, give the legs a little bounce. How's it feeling? We're almost there. We're going to bring the feet in towards the hips. We're going to get a nice stretch into the groin and bring the heels as close as you comfortably can into the hips. Get nice and tall. Have a little bit of a wiggle through the bum so you get soft and comfortable in that area. Hands around the toes. And then from here, we're going to go nice and tall. Breathe in. Push the knees down towards the floor. As you breathe out, kind of let the chest and the head bow down towards the hands. Okay, so we're doing like a little bit of a cat-cow for the spine, so a little bit of spinal waves. So we're going to inhale, nice, good, straight spine, maybe a little bit of a bend as you look up if it's okay for the neck. And then as you exhale, kind of wave and round down. Just let the shoulders kind of push forwards, open up the upper back. Inhale, push the belly button forwards, chest forwards, bring the chin up, nice, good arch into the back. And as you breathe out, exhale. One more time, inhaling up. Exhale, kind of rounding and softening a little bit. And as we soften, then just start to push the belly button down, get a little bit more active through the spine, a little bit of movement left and right. Have a little bit of a play around. Notice how maybe your mind and your body have really calmed down. Really balanced out the intensity of our run and really set you up for the rest of your day. Well done for spending this time stretching, helping your body recover, lowering your stress levels before we start on the rest of our day, where we may be picking up a lot more stress in that day again, depending on what we're doing. So a really positive thing that you are doing for your health, following along with these post-run stretches continuously, coming back and stretching out with me and commenting. It's great to see all of the regular commenters and regular members of this community. I do greatly appreciate all of your support as well. So thank you for following along with me. I hope you feel much better. How do you feel? Well done for stretching, and I shall see you in the next video. Thank you.